In addition to this latest claim that we've been talking about throughout the morning, of course, you heard Joe and Melissa and Kyle Bass talking about it. We can tell you now something we've been waiting for has occurred. It's been filed privately, but it will hit the docket this morning. And that is that Elon Musk, again, no surprise here, has filed to amend his counterclaim and added the whistleblower complaint to that and or the allegations made by the whistleblower last week to their complaint. So what is the effect of that? Well, obviously, it will be to ask the judge for more discovery and to potentially delay the trial. So none of that is a surprise. In fact, we've been waiting for when that would take place. Again, sources tell me it has been filed privately. It will hit the docket this morning. It will be made public at that point, or at least people will be able to understand what it is. But again, the question becomes, and likely the chancellor will hold a hearing, as she did last week, on different requests, but likely hold a hearing and then make a decision as to whether additional discovery is allowed for and if and whether the trial should be delayed. All of this, of course, in the wake of that whistleblower complaint that was made public by the Washington Post and CNN last week that really doesn't back up Musk on his claims of bots.
Thank you.
But does open up this new avenue of security and whether, in fact, the company perhaps is even more liable under its consent decree with the FTC. More on that in a minute.
All right. So, is this possible, and we have seen this in Delaware courts, that this is the opening of the price negotiations?
Jim, you're asking a valid question, which is, would either side consider just getting this over and done with and settling?
Like maybe it's
given perhaps
44 is the magic number.
What still seems to be the weakness of Musk's case in many ways, given what he needs to prove in court.
We have seen
not whether there are more bots than he says. Kyle Bass was talking about more bots. Sure, there may well be, but he needs to prove that there was fraud and prove that it actually is a material adverse effect on the merger agreement. That is not going to be easy to do in court.
Carl, we have seen cases in Delaware frequently where you get to this point and the judge calls you in and say, okay, look, I want to see negotiation before I want to see a ruling. And the stock's down a lot. Isn't there some price that you'll accept, Twitter? How about you accept 44, 45? And at that point, Twitter has to decide their case is ironclad or there's an opportunity to sell this darn company. And I have to tell you, I think they want to sell it so badly that I think they'll take
they have an agreement to sell it, and that's what they keep saying.
Oh, but
we have a deal
at 54.20. By the way,
everyone has a deal, and then when they get in there, they don't have a deal.
Well, again, Jim, I think this board of directors, best I can tell at this point, still believes very strongly that they have a very strong case.
I don't think the judge is going to like that. I think the judge is going to say, guys, you want a deal? I don't want to rule on this. You want a deal? Make a deal.
Again, you mean make another deal, right?
Because come to a settlement.
Yes.
Listen, you cannot discount the possibility for a settlement, but frankly, Twitter believes it has a very strong case to be made at this point. Let's hit the second termination letter, though, because this is, again, all right, you're going to file another termination letter. So what does it mean? It's not like you're going to get another case and another judge to do this all over again. It's all going to be incorporated into the current case. Musk's second termination letter does, though, say, as you'd expect, that the Zatko complaint, he's the whistleblower, alleges far-reaching misconduct at Twitter, all of which was disclosed to Twitter's directors and senior executives, including its CEO, that's likely to have severe consequences for its business. And if true, demonstrate Twitter has breached the certain provisions of the merger agreement, and therefore we have the right to get out. Twitter says, hey, that's based solely on statements made by a third party, as Twitter's previously stated, riddled with inconsistencies and inaccuracies and lack important context. And by the way, we breached none of these representations or obligations. And no way, you can't get out. You got to stick with the terms of the agreement.
I agree with that. Well, look,
that's where we stand.
Okay, so why does this stop? Okay, we're in the stock business.
Yes, we are, sir.
The stock is telling you that it's not going to happen.
I don't disagree with that.
You do?
Yes.
Why? Because you think the stock would be at 20
I
otherwise?
think the downside, when you speak to as many
Is
people as
what?
I have, is below 20 potentially.
Holy cow.